Hi guys, welcome back to Harry Makes It Up. Today I've got my gorgeous model Antonia O'Brien with me. We're going to do a party look for the party season. So what's your favourite kind of look normally, Antonia? What do you kind of like to do?
I like eyes. I like strong eyes.
Yeah.
And for the party season, a smoky eye. But I do that so much, I'd like to know how to make it a bit more dramatic, a bit sexier.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we're going
to...
And we were saying as well, there's been a lot of glitter used on the catwalk recently, so we're going to try and do something a little bit more grown-up glitter as well. So I'm going to start prepping the skin with Vitalumiere Aqua by Chanel, and I'm using 20 Beige on Antonia. So you just want to give this a shake first before you use it. So I'm just taking a MAC stipple brush and I'm just going to start buffing that over Antonia's skin, because this is a really nice natural look foundation. I think especially when you're doing something really solid on the eye, you don't want too much going on, you just want the skin really luminous and natural. So we've got a nice clean base on Antonia. I'm just going to start with the eyes with a drugstore product. This is the Rimmel Scandaleyes in Rich Russet, and I'm just going to paint this over the lids to act like an eye base for Antonia. So I'm just going to...
I'm guessing what you're going to say and I'm closing my eyes.
So I'm just going to pop this onto the lid. It's a really nice kind of metallic-y undertone, but like I said, this is more just to create a nice eye base for us. I'm now going to take a little bit of this MAC pigment called Tan, and this colour will look beautiful against Antonia's blue eyes as well. It will really bring the blue out. So, close for me. So we're just popping this over. Already that looks beautiful. Really, really nice.
So is this another bronzy colour?
This is. It's kind of like a pewtery gold, but I think it's quite, they blend really nicely, the pigments, and again over a kind of eye primer they last really well. So I'm a big fan of these. I really, really like them. And then just for your clean brush, I'm just going to blend that through. So I'm just taking on a small NARS brush, the same colour as well. I'm just going to take that into the inner corner so it kind of gives the eye a bit of a pop as well. Okay, so I'm now taking this Glitter Pop by MAC. This one is in Copper. I'm going to show you a really good trick as well, how to remove glitter from unwanted places once it's on. I really love this colour, and it's quite festive, but it still looks very grown up when it's on. I'm kind of avoiding any of the blues or greens or white harsh glitters and going more, keeping down the kind of expensive metallic route. Okay, so I'm now going to take by Clinique the Lid Smoothie, and I'm just going to use this for the glitter to stick to. This is number 4 Gingerly, and I'm just going to pat this on top of the eye as well. So just close me. So I'm just adding this, like I said, this is going to be something for our glitter to stick to. And then I'm going to take the glitter I just showed you and pressing my finger in. So again, you might want to use a gown or something if you're doing this on someone else. We're just going to start pressing the glitter just over the lid. Just with your finger. I find with finger it is easier. So you will notice your glitter starts going everywhere straight away, which is why we didn't do any concealer yet. But I'm just taking that same glitter just with my thumb and just pressing. I'm just going to take my buffing brush that I used from earlier, just kind of remove some of the bits that maybe don't want, or you can always use a cotton bud as well actually, just to remove anything that's kind of gone too high up. Just push that back into place. And then I'm going to take another glitter as well, also by MAC. This one is a Reflex, and this is 3D Copper, which has a few other kind of tones in, as well as the coppered colour. There's a few more kind of golds and stuff in it, and it's a little bit thinner. So the two together will work really nicely. And I'm just placing that again on top of my finger. And I think the temptation is with glitter is to get a baby wipe and kind of wipe your face, but then it just goes everywhere on your face rather than actually coming off. So I'm going to show you my trick in a minute for removing it. Okay, so glitter removing trick. My favourite thing is really soft electrical tape. I've used it before to create smoky eyes and with kind of a gap through or interesting effects. You can get these usually from even 99p stores or kind of pound shops. And you just want to, I find it soft enough that you can use on the skin. You could use masking tape, but you just want to use it and you just remove the glitter. And this one actually comes off, as opposed to if you're using something like a baby wipe or remover, you'll just find it'll just keep moving all over the skin. So it might take you a little while if you've got to kind of do each little section, but just keep breaking bits off. So does that feel gentle, Antonia, when I'm doing that? Yeah. So the next thing I'm going to take for Antonia's eyes is I'm going to take this Queen Attitude Kajal by Bourjois, and this is a really cute little case for a really good kind of thick black line under the eyes, and I want to put this along the lower lash line just to make it look really, really beautiful. So I'm just going to take this along the bottom lash line. Does that feel okay? Mm-hmm. We said it looked scary, didn't we? But
I've just never seen such a solid kohl.
And it's so good at getting, you can get such a thick black line. I mean,
and will it come off easily?
Yeah, easily with kind of makeup remover. So I'm not going to blend it out too much. I just want to get quite a nice solid line. So and then I'm going to go on to mascara. And I'm really liking the 17 Falsify lash at the minute. That's a really, really good one. Yeah, it's really, really nice. It's very similar to the Origins Brightening Mascara. I find the brush is a really, really good brush. So we're going to use this on the bottom first. So just look up for me, Antonia.
Do you always do bottom lashes first?
I think it's just easiest. I think as soon as you go to the top ones and then look up to go to do your bottom ones, it just goes everywhere. Maybe it's different if you're doing it on yourself, but if I'm doing it on someone else, I prefer doing the bottom ones first. I'm just going to go look to make them doing it. So I'm going to take the same mascara again before we put some false lashes on, back in with the Falsify by 17, and we're just going to put it down for me. And I think this look requires lots of mascara. So
I love lots of mascara.
Yeah. So because Antonia's got lighter eyelashes, I'm going to take a fan brush by MAC and just paint the tops of the lashes as well, so they are super black. So just look down for me. So we're going to go right in. Another good little trick with glitter, because sometimes the glitter falls onto the lashes as well, so just to make them super duper black. Now they are properly black lashes. And Antonia's got great eyelashes anyway because they're really thick and full, but if you don't have them, this is another way just to guarantee you get a bit more thickness and a little bit more length, because by making them blacker right to the root, the lashes will look longer. Right, now I'm going to take some lashes. I think today on Antonia I'm going to use these little corner lashes, and these are just by Bourjois, so you can find these in most drugstores, probably Boots and Superdrug as well, and I'm going to apply that with my Duo adhesive. So I'm just going to curl that around a little bit in the tweezers just to help them kind of sit better on the eye. So I'm just bending around, I'm just going to let that glue dry a little bit, just count 30 seconds. So if you just look down when you're applying your lashes, and I'm just going to pop that almost like the tiniest bit over where Antonia's natural lash finishes, just to extend it a little bit more. Do they feel okay, Antonia? Yeah, so that's one up.
It doesn't feel heavy.
Yeah, they're really, really light, and like I said, it just thickens out your natural lash. If you have any kind of glue dots left, they'll just dry as it will kind of dry clear anyway. You can still kind of manipulate them a little bit when they're first on, which is good, so don't panic if you feel like you want to move them up a little bit or move them out a little bit. So now we've got our half lashes on, you can just see this is why you didn't really need any kind of eyeliner across the top. I think as soon as you've got that thickness of the black lashes and just the black hole in the inside, that's kind of all you need for it to be nice and defined without becoming too much of a smoky eye. So now we're going to go onto the brows. And I'm actually going to use this pen by Suki. This is waterproof and it gives a really, really natural brow because we've got such a full-on eye. We don't want anything too crazy with the brow. And this was in number 2. So I'm just going to feather this through a little bit. And it feels like a lot, but hardly any comes out. It's really super natural. And Antonia's got a really nice natural shape anyway, so we just want to kind of enhance that. Just turn that a bit more if we do. And now we're going to go, now we've done the brows, I'm going to do a bit of concealing and just really perfect that skin. We're going to give it a really nice glowy skin that looks really expensive. So I'm going to start with a bit of airbrush concealer in 04 by Clinique, just to kind of brighten under the eyes before we put some concealer on. So just look up for me. So we're just going to start putting this under the eyes. Not too close to the eye, you want it more kind of like the lower part of the, sorry, on the higher part of the cheek, a little bit just here. And then we're going to blend that with our foundation brush and a concealer brush. And you just want to kind of use that to lift as well, it's a good way to kind of lift the skin. And then I'm going to use a bit of my NARS concealer. This is the Radiant Creamy Concealer in medium 1, which has got lots of yellow in, so it'll be really nice just to kind of counteract any redness that still may be coming through in your skin. I'm going to use for that a MAC 217 brush. So I'm going to go around the nose and just buff that in really, really well. And just look up for me. A little bit again around here, on the eyes. So just over the cheek area a little bit. But this Avon lip liner is really good actually, and this is in Nude. So I'm just going to put this over the lip, just to give a little bit of shape. Just turn that way to me. And if you smile for me, and with your lips closed, if you smile with your lips closed, you just get a better idea of how far you can go over the top lip without it looking too much. Blending in with your lips. So I'm just going to keep the lip quite peachy, I think. So over the top I'm going to take this lipstick by Dior in Greige, just to give it slightly more kind of pinky nude to the lip. And while we've put our nude lip liner on, that's just going to help keep it nice and nudey anyway, but the lips are just going to look really nice and moisturised, but still quite low-key compared to the eye, so the eye can do all the talking for us. I'm going to use a little bit of this by L'Oreal. This is the Lumi Magique Pure Light Primer Base. And I found this is a really good dupe actually for the Becca Skin Perfecting Serum, which is a lot more expensive. So if you're on a budget, this is a nice way to get that really nice kind of red carpet skin finish. So we're going to use a little bit of that. Take this brush by Japanesque, and I'm just going to pop that on the cheekbones. So just turn that way for me. So just to give a really nice highlight to the skin. Just buff it over the cheekbones with your brush. And that way again for me. And then cheek-wise, I'm going to use this gorgeous little product by Revlon. And this is the Photo Ready Pinched Cream Blush. And it's like a really nice peachy kind of colour. So we're going to use a little bit of this just to add a little bit of colour to the cheeks. And I'm going to take a foundation brush that's synthetic and a little buffing brush by Real Techniques just to kind of buff those into the cheeks. So just smartly, so just onto the apples. I'm just going to take a little bit of that lovely peachy tone. And then just buff that in little circles. So it looks really nice and healthy. I think the key as well for the party season is just to have that really kind of healthy glow as well. So we get lots of nice kind of health and sheen coming through. And then just buffing with my Real Techniques brush. To keep the skin fresh, I'm going to use NARS Translucent Crystal Powder, which is really nice. It's very light reflective, but not in a shimmery way. It's very finely milled, and it will just give that kind of photo ready red carpet finish. And I'm going to use my Japanese artist brush for that. Just a little bit rolled into my hand so all the excess comes off. A little bit down the face. So that's the finished look, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much, Antonia, for modelling for me. It's been lovely having you at the house of Harry. Harry's house even. And we're going to do an interview with you soon as well about your kind of style tips and sort of raid your own makeup bag as well, maybe. So see what's in there.
Oh gosh, yours is so good.
I think we should though. I think it'll be good to know. People want to know, yeah. Okay. So thank you so much, Antonia. And thanks for watching Harry Makes It Up. Subscribe if you like it, guys. And I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.